We're getting visuals of a Congress protest in Kochi. We told you about multiple protests taking place across Tamil Nadu. There was a BJP protest taking place in Kochi. There was a Congress protest in Thiruvananthapuram. We've now got visuals coming on your screens of one of those protests. This, I'm told, is a Congress protest that is happening in Kochi. From the looks of it, the situation to have escalated, with water cannons now being used to disperse the crowds. You can see the Congress flags there. Opposition parties have grabbed onto the opportunity of gunning for the Kerala Chief Minister, heading the left-led government in the state, after Swapna Suresh has come out with fresh round of allegations against the Chief Minister, his party leaders as well as his family. In the gold scam case is where Chief Minister is feeling the heat. Swapna Suresh has come out levelling allegations that there were devious techniques being deployed by the Chief Minister, that there was money being delivered to his offices as well. Vivek Karandalam now joins us for more details. Vivek, what really is happening in Kochi? First of all, the latest.
Yes, as far as Kochi is concerned, Kochi is a place where by-election just got over and Congress is clearly on the upper hand with the Trikakara election, with the Congress winning with a big majority. Now, the Congress has now decided to take this gold case as a political opportunity and have decided to, fight against the LDF government, demanding the Chief Minister's resignation. They want nothing less than that. Now, that's what they think. Remember, in 2020 also, this issue was taken up, but then, the issue was somehow hushed up. The investigation has stopped at one point of time because Chief Minister's name has not surfaced at any point of time. But this time around, if you look at the biggest highlight of the CRPC, the 164 statement, is that Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and his family's name has come, as a mention in the statement, and that is the reason why we are discussing this case now. If not, then this case wouldn't have been, much, even discussed, in media. But now that the Chief Minister's name has come out, and she has also mentioned two occasions. One in 2016, while she was, asked to send a bag which contained currency to Dubai, to Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, and in the second instance, it was a biryani vessel. She felt that there were some heavy metals that has been sent to Chief Minister's residence. So these two occasions she has clearly mentioned. And yesterday she also said that she was threatened by Chief Minister's close associate, a person who introduced himself as Chief Minister's close associate, and asking her to withdraw from this case. Also, she has been telling that she's been receiving death threats for the last few months, and that is the reason why she has, precisely gone ahead and decided to file a complaint and, make this statement, 164 statement. So, Swapna Suresh is making it very, very clear that she is being targeted. She has got, two sons, and even their life is in danger. She says that, she has all the evidences which she has produced in the court, but now that the opposition parties, especially the Congress party, has now decided to hold a protest across the state. The one which you're seeing on the visuals is right now the protest happening in Ernakulam, where the party workers have been dispersed using water cannons and lathi charge by the police. The Congress has decided to carry out tomorrow. KPCC President K. Sudhakan is also holding a protest in Thiruvananthapuram just outside the Secretariat.
Right, but as Madhav pointed out earlier, Vivek, it is now going to end up with what kind of evidence can be produced either by Swapna Suresh to corroborate her claims, or unearthed by the prosecution agencies as they investigate the matter that is finally going to decide the culpability, if at all, of the Kerala Chief Minister. But in the meantime, we have already seen that both the BJP as well as the Congress party have seized the opportunity to up the ante against the LDF government in the state. Have we heard anything afresh from the state government or their representatives on this, Vivek?
As far as the state government is concerned, it was KT Jalil who has spoken against this. Even today afternoon, while he was speaking to the media, he said that there are few people like PC George, the Janapaksham leader, who's been targeting the LDF government, and KT Jalil says is that the Enforcement Directorate and various other officials have questioned all the accused. The ED has questioned most of the...
Yes, Vivek, stay on the line with me. We've got Tom Badakan of the BJP joining us on the broadcast. Sir, protests raging on the streets demanding for Chief Minister's resignation there.
Well, this had to happen because what is the the accused has unwanted for settings which are extremely unusual, and the investigation was blocked by national agencies. And
right, we'll fix that audio connection with you, sir. There seems to be a connectivity problem, but Mr. R. Rajgopalan is also joining us on the broadcast. Sir, it is getting increasingly difficult for the Kerala Chief Minister and his dispensation to defend itself on the charges that have been levelled by Swapna Suresh.
Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is in a tight spot. He has to resign because Madam Swapna Suresh details are very thrilling and very explosive. It's right time Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan should hand it over to another minister and get clean from the certificate from the ED and then go for election. There is no question of this being Congress. What Congress does is absolutely right. The reason being, CPM is divided into two. CPM is divided into Brinda Karat and faction versus Sitaram Yechury faction, and Pinarayi Vijayan has no backing in the Central Committee. Therefore, my understanding is Pinarayi Vijayan is under tremendous pressure from CPM, but he is resisting. That is internal politics. Apart from that, Congress is making use of it. My only point is whether Congress is seeking the resignation of Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. He is playing a double standard because Pinarayi Vijayan says Sonia Gandhi should do it on National Herald. Therefore, it is a twin problem. Congress in Kerala is in a double standard moment. At the same time, the focus is on Pinarayi Vijayan. He must resign now.
Right. Do you see things coming to a head in this case to that extent that finally we could see Kerala Chief Minister vacating his seat?
It is. The entire opposition, the UDF, is backing that Pinarayi Vijayan should resign. Therefore, BJP, Congress, every political party in Kerala said Pinarayi Vijayan should resign because he is deep into this corruption. They say the CPM model, communist model, Kerala model, these are all corruption models. My understanding is the pressure will build up within the CPM Politburo. The senior West Bengal leaders are wanting Pinarayi Vijayan to resign. Even the senior Politburo members in West Bengal, they also say Pinarayi Vijayan should step down. Therefore, high time Pinarayi Vijayan goes.
Right, but it is going to be politically very difficult. This case of gold smuggling has become like a hot potato for the state government. Thank you, Mr. Rajgopalan, for your insights. You're also indicating that there could also be internal politics at play in this case. Vivek.